following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome into the Wicked Weed studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. And yes, we're in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing, drink different. Time to talk about the first couple of weeks of the season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're bad. They're bad.
They're worse than we could have ever planned.
Yeah, lose.
I'll give you a series of stats on how bad they are.
Set the world on fire, buddy. Go.
According to Pro Football Focus, Justin Fields is the next to last rated quarterback in the league at a 54.2. It's on a 100-point scale. Do you know what Trevor Lawrence's grade is? He's a 47.8. He's 7 points worse. He's a full letter grade worse than the worst quarterback in the league.
Yikes.
And it was predictable because this Urban Meyer thing's not working.
Mm-hmm.
They're passing at a 3-to-1 clip over running the ball. You're doing nothing to help your young quarterback. They've been non-competitive against the Texans and the Broncos. Two teams that I don't think are good. And if you think it's just me that's attacking your team, just understand, Vegas has you at 30. Behind the Jets, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Falcons. You're ahead of the Texans somehow. I am not sure how that works.
Me neither.
And they're ahead of the Lions. And I really don't get that either. I think it's the worst team in the league.
Absolutely. And I don't even think it's all relatively that close.
I don't either. I had them at 31 this week in my power rankings because the Jets were 32. Because I'm a Jets fan, and I said, fuck it, my quarterback threw 4 picks. We're worst. We're bad. But this Urban Meyer thing's not working. There's a new story that comes out every single week of, did you hear the line that he said to Vic Fangio?
Yeah.
Every team in the NFL is like Alabama. Well, no shit, fuckhead. That you weren't getting I'm trying to think of bad teams. You weren't getting Northwestern. You don't get to play fucking Youngstown State in the NFL.
Right.
I mean, good God. I don't think I've ever seen a coach start worse than Urban Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it all offseason.
You did.
And people said, oh, you're a Florida State fan because you hated him at Florida. No, it's because I've heard a lot of stories of him from Florida. And you know what happens to egotistical, I'm right coaches in the NFL? They get just gobbled up like fucking Grimace from McDonald's. He was a butt plug, so you know. I just learned
I know you were going to work that into the content.
I just learned it. And of course I did it in the Jaguars video.
Yeah.
32 teams got Grimace as a butt plug into Jacksonville.
Lost this past week to the Denver Broncos. I will say it was closer than I thought it was going to be. You only got killed by 10.
But it was never close.
It wasn't. It was. That's why I said
it was never in doubt.
You will very rarely ever hear me say you got killed by 10. That's not actually that bad. But with this team, somehow it is. 23-13 was the final score. I'll be surprised if there's another game this season where you're that close to your opponent. I just don't see anything getting better for Jacksonville. James Robinson was great last year. Well, yeah, y'all don't use him. So what are we going to do? I was a big believer in Laviska Shenault coming into this year. Yeah, well, and that really hasn't worked out in my favor yet. And I don't know that it will. I'm very concerned about the health of Trevor Lawrence, just getting his brains beat in over and over and over again by this Swiss cheese offensive line. It's not a good scenario. And I'll be frank with you, you're facing the Cardinals this week, and I think this could be a 60-12 ball game. There is no shot that you stop them at any stretch of the game, and you might kick 4 field goals, but I don't even know if you're going to get that close. It's just it's worse than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I really love Trevor Lawrence.
I do too, and I think a year from now when Urban Meyer is no longer your head coach, because yes, I do think the leash is that short, I think he'll be fine. But you're going to have to eat a lot of shit this year because it is brutally bad. I mean, really look at the schedule. Be honest with yourself. How many winnable games do they even have? How many games are they going to stay competitive?
The answer is 1. And it's against the Houston Texans.
Maybe they could stay competitive at home against the Falcons, but I don't know how you're going to score with them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can stay competitive at the Jets, but God, that's a tall ask in New York the day after Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Because it's going to be cold as hell.
I mean, I could see this team being 0-17, legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I hate that for you.
It only lasts for a small period of time, and then Santa Claus will bring you a new head coach.
And hopefully it's a good one. And hopefully it's not one that comes out of the college ranks.
Shad Khan, no more college coaches. Bad idea.
It is a bad idea. Jacksonville Jaguars, worst team in the NFL, and not much hope for that to turn around for the rest of the season. But we will continue to follow them as we do every team here in the Sportsocracy. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you see all of our content as it comes out, and as well as get that reminder every weekday morning at 10 a.m. when we are live for our show here in the Wicked Weed studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.